love growing jalapenos in my garden, and one of the reasons is because I like to make the candied jalapenos, or another name for them would be cowboy candy. These are nice and hot, but not so hot that it would dissuade you from eating them because they are not only spicy, but they have so much flavor to go with them. My first step is to cut my jalapenos into 1/4 of an inch slices. And I just start at the tip and make my way down. And once I get to the stem, that last little piece, I just discard it with the stem. All the seeds stay in here, everything. We want this to be nice and spicy. I need to slice up 6 pounds of jalapenos, and then I'll set those off to the side. The syrup for this is really what gives it this lovely flavor. And I start by doing 6 cups of sugar. That sugar offsets the heat in certain ways so that it seems much more tolerable. 1 tablespoon of garlic, 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, like it needed any more heat, right? It's good, I promise. 1/2 teaspoon of celery seed, and 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric. I'll then add 2 cups of apple cider vinegar, and don't switch it out for the white vinegar. The apple cider is really necessary for this one. Then I'll stir it all together, place it on the stove, and bring it to a boil. Now that it's come to a boil, I'll reduce the heat down to low and let it simmer for 5 minutes. I'll then add my jalapenos to my pot, and I'll bring it back to a rapid boil. Now that it's come back to a boil, I'll set the timer for 4 minutes. I don't really want to cook it for any longer than that, or it'll make the peppers too soft. When you're stirring, make sure that you're gentle because you really don't want to break apart these little rounds. I'll then use a slotted spoon to remove the jalapenos and put them in my 1/2 pint jars. I need to maintain at least 1/4 of an inch of headspace, which is the space from the top of the food to the top of the jar. Then I'll place the syrup back on the stove and boil it for 3 minutes. Now I'll fill up around the jalapenos with that syrup until it gets up to 1/4 of an inch of headspace. I then use a plastic or a wooden chopstick to debubble my jars. This just makes it so that if there's any pockets of air that are stuck in the bottom, that they come out. And I do that by running it just along the side of the jar. I wouldn't want to do this with anything that was metal just because it could scratch my jars. I'll then use a clean damp cloth to wipe off the rim of my jars. This is just so that if any of the syrup got on the edge, that it won't interfere with the seal. I then place my lids and rings on until they're fingertip tight. I'll then process these in the boiling water bath for 10 minutes if I'm at sea level. I'm at 1,200 feet, so I'll do it for 15, but I won't set my timer until after it comes to a rapid boil. Now that my timer's gone off, I'll remove the lid, turn off the heat, and let it cool for 5 minutes. I then remove the jars from the boiling water bath and place them on a heat-resistant surface about 1 to 2 inches apart. And that just makes it so that they can cool down quickly. I'll leave them there for 24 hours so that they can get a good seal. After that point, I'll remove the rings and wash them with hot soapy water and store them in a cool, dry, dark location where I'll use them in the next 1 to 3 years. I won't be taste testing the candied jalapenos today because they need some time to sit in that brine and really absorb it and get that flavor. It just wouldn't be the same if I ate it straight. After 3 to 6 weeks, it should have absorbed that flavor really well, and it's good to eat on sandwiches, on tacos, on rice. It's also good, my favorite way is actually to eat it on a cracker with some cream cheese and the little jalapeno on top. Oh, so good.